We are now only 5 days out from the release of Cyberpunk 2077, and if you've pre-purchased Cyberpunk, you are going to want to listen up. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know before you hop into the world of Cyberpunk 2077. So if you do have any questions like when the exact release time the game drops, or the size of the download, or many other things like that, that's all coming up in today's video. But before we jump into the video though, if you aren't subscribed, you are going to be missing out on a bunch of super high quality Cyberpunk 2077 videos. There's already a group of awesome people here all interested in Cyberpunk content, and we would love to have you here when the game drops. But without further ado, I'm Chagis and let's hop right into the video. Alright guys, so one big question going around is how can you play Cyberpunk 2077 early or as quickly as possible? Well, CD Projekt Red has given us an exact release times for each system. Now before we hop into these release times, you need to know that each system is different than the other. It may get confusing, so listen up for your console and you should be fine. Now if you are playing on PC or Stadia, it will be released in these regions on these times. So if you are from, let's say, the United States, which most of my viewers are, and you play on PC, then you will be able to play on the 9th instead of the 10th. But let's get even more specific here. Let's say you live in New York. That means you will be able to start playing at 7 PM on the 9th of December. But let's say you play on console like Xbox or PlayStation. Well, you will have to wait for midnight in your own region. So if you live in New York and you play on console, you will have to wait until 12 AM moving into the 10th of December. And this goes for everyone, so wherever you live, it will come out at 12 AM at your time, December 10th if you play on Xbox or PlayStation. Now, if you want to be playing Cyberpunk as soon as possible, that means preloading Cyberpunk will help you out a ton. Now, if you play on Xbox, that means you can already download the game. As of December 3rd, you have been able to, but for PlayStation users, you will have to wait until 2 days prior to the release date. So for you PlayStation users, that would be Tuesday, December 8th. Now if you play on PC or Stadia, the preloads will be available on Monday, December 7th at 12 PM Central on GOG and 5 PM Central on Steam and Epic Store. If you purchase Cyberpunk on GOG, that means you will be able to do the preload at 12 PM, December 7th, and if you purchase it on Steam or the Epic Store, it will come out at 5 PM, only 5 hours after the GOG release. So remember what system you are going to be playing on and make sure you do preload Cyberpunk before the drop. That way you'll be ready and all set up to get into the game, giving you those extra few minutes of game time. Alright, so now that you know when the game drops for you and when preloads are ready to be downloaded, how big is the game itself? Well, since Xbox preloads are already live, we have seen reports of a 43GB day one patch. But some people have also said that the 43GB download is actually just an update and the base game itself is actually over 71GB. So make sure if you are playing on console to maybe delete some games and save at least 71+ GB of storage so you are safe. Same with PC players. I know most PC players do end up having a bit more space, but you can never be too careful. And if you are still on the fence about which system you are going to buy it on, well, if you do pre-purchase Cyberpunk 2077 on Steam, you will receive a short story called 2 AM She Calls. In this mission, it shows you the hostile streets of Night City as seen by Frank, an NCPD officer working the night shift as a combat cab driver. In addition, you'll also get a set of exclusive goodies including avatars, posters, and a wallpaper. Now this is exclusively to Steam players only, so if you do need just a little more of a reason to buy it on Steam over Epic or GOG, then there you go. I'm also going to throw up this picture for PC players showing you the system requirements to play Cyberpunk 2077. So pause that if you need to and take a look over it. But for your average gaming PC, it shouldn't have a problem running it. But yeah guys, that is going to do it for this video. Like I said earlier, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of this Cyberpunk 2077 content. Hit that like button as well if you did enjoy the video or you found something out of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.